everybody's having a good day. Mine is okay. Everybody's hoping so. Mine's good right now. And if you notice, I'm still doing my, well, it's really not a checkerboard, but it kind of is because you're skipping. That way you don't have them. Then that was easy. That's all I needed this color for. Okay, let's see what the next one is. And my purse is full. I thought it was a ghost. I thought my dog was down here. But it was just, you know what? Before I do this color, let me go back and go in order. I'm only seeing a couple of this color. Okay, and now I can do this color. And what's so crazy is this one, I actually see where all the drills I need are. I don't have to go back and do any, which is amazing, I will say. Because normally I skip 1, 2, 3, and I have to go back and do them. But I believe on this one, I haven't had to, which is good for me. Because I'm telling you, I normally skip, or it's like I don't see it, so I gotta go back. So, but this top section's been fun to do. Um, Now this is going to be getting into the middle and the bottom because this ain't very big. Well, these two were good size sections, but I have bigger ones coming, bigger sections coming up, which I did. Well, actually, in a couple of days, I'm going to order um, my Amazon list, and then I'll have two dining paintings to buy for because the third one, I believe, doesn't start till like the middle of October, the end of October. So I don't have to get that one right away. Go. They don't like me on this stick. So, but that's okay. I love this light purple. But what I'm doing is I'm doing everything other than the, which I gotta go back and do the L's, but that's okay. But I'm doing everything except for the Z's and the X's because those two is the one with a lot. So I normally do the ones with a lot last, so that way it's just easier for me. Now I gotta decide which one I'm gonna do first, whether it's gonna be the X or whether it's gonna be the Z. So it's I think the Z outweighs the X this time. So I'll probably do the X's first and then do the Z's because then I'll have more of a checkerboard where all I gotta do is just go in. So that helps out if you have um the checkerboard looking pattern going on. It just makes it easy just to fill in because what takes it don't take a whole lot of time, but it does take sometimes the first half of the checkerboard. And normally I don't skip symbols. I normally go in order, but I've been doing the same colors all the way across the first row. So it's just easier for me to do what's the smaller part. Um, just the ones with the less of that meaning of that color, and then going to the one with the most. So, but like I said, I'm happy with so far how this is looking. And that's it for that color. Now on to this color. And normally I could set these. The edging is my favorite. I get them straight, get them lined up like they're supposed to be. It's just the ones in the middle that I can't get straight. And that's weird. Oh, I thought I was done with this color. I sure was going to put it there. And I really would have done there because I would have to pull it out. After talking all this smack about not forgetting none, I was going to prove myself wrong. So, but this is what I do best. Straight on YouTube talk and pen and paint. At least my house is clean. I still got the living room to do though. But I did my room, the kitchen, and dining room yesterday, last night. So the living room will get done today eventually. So but it's like Valentine is calling my name. Some people say sleep's calling your name. Valentine's calling mine. So, okay. Oh, I need one more. And then we're off to another color. Then I got two colors to do, and then it'll be the X's I do, and then the Z's will be last. I'm going to do it different where the other section it was the Z's, or the X's that was last, and the Z's were first. So with this one, I'm going to do different. And if you do it, you know, if you switch up on how you do stuff, you don't get bored with it, quick. So I like to switch up. Um, I like to uh, do like different ways. I don't like keeping the same routine because, like I said, I'm one. I get bored with something quick, and I don't want to get bored with this. I got too many to do, and there's too many I want to get. So, and I figure if I get everything now that I want to get off of Amazon, then in November I can order the diamond paintings I want. Um, and I know which one I'm going to start with first. And then after that, I'm going to start the other one. I want to have one done by Christmas, and I want to have one done by the end of January. So I have to work on them. And then there's three more I want to do, but it don't matter um, the time length on them. Well, I mean, I kind of want to give myself a deadline. I want to have all three of them done, hopefully by June. So, and I'm hoping they only take uh, a couple of days to do. So, I'm hoping. But what I want is on two of them, I want to put a name and a year um, on two of them. So I gotta find somebody that would be willing to do that. I think I'm gonna talk to Evermoment to see if they could do that. And if they can, I think I'm just gonna order them through Evermoment. I think I'm gonna order, if they can, I think I'm gonna order all my customs that I want through Evermoment because I haven't ordered an Evermoment painting. So, um, it's like gonna be, well, I can't say it's gonna be my first one, but it's gonna be my first one. Well, no. It won't be my first one that I order through every moment. And that one just fell off. But I've heard so many good things about every moment that I want to try. Hopefully, I'll have good experience with them. So we shall see. Because once I still got 5 things in my Amazon cart. Once I get those 5 things in November, which it should be under $100, hopefully. Well, what I may do is get those 5 things plus I have a whole caboodle of Mickey Mouse items that I want in there. So I'll probably pick, the least and spend like maybe $200-300 um and start getting my Mickey Mouse stuff because it's gonna take me about 2 years to get all the Mickey Mouse stuff that I have in my cart. So I'm getting anxious. I want to start ordering them. Okay, let's see. I have none of you. And then I have some of you. So besides diamond painting, I collect Mickey Mouse things. Um, and if you look, majority of my albums that for the swaps is nothing but, well, majority of them are Mickey Mouse. I have some that's religious. I have some that's like for Native American. And then I do have some that's colorful because I figure the brighter, the better. Okay, now, good morning. Yeah, there's a lot of blue in this picture. How are you doing this morning? Okay, 790. I love this blue. And there's another one that's in here, I do believe, that I like. But I can't wait to get to the actual middle of it to do the actual picture. And normally what I do is start at the bottom and work my way to the top. But lately I've been starting at the top and working my way to the bottom. So, because if you start at the bottom, once you get to the top, you're done. And either way it goes, no matter which way you do it, you're going to see, if it's a mystery, you're going to see what it is in the middle. So I haven't tried where I do the top and the bottom and leave the middle for last. I haven't tried that. Maybe I'll try that to see how that goes. Um, to see if I like doing it that way. I've seen people where they work the middle, and well, actually, what they do is they got their whatever paper and they do like squares or whatever all the way through it, and then um, they'll have whoever sets them up, they'll have them mark what section to do first, what section to do second. I think that's kind of cool. Um, that way you're all over. But me, I work right to left. I can't do left to right. I tried that and I couldn't do it. I had to turn my painting around because I'm right handed and it felt uncomfortable for some reason. But now you read left to right. You write left to right. So for me, why can't I diamond paint left to right? So, but this section will be done shortly. And then, like I said, I got some stuff to do, and then I'll be back at it later. But I've been up. Well, I was supposed to be up at 8 o'clock this morning. I didn't get up until like 8:45. Then out the door I went, and I started to use the nap. So, but right now I'm doing the X's, and I'm doing checkerboard, so that way. And if you notice, which this is what I like, there's these two. So I really don't have to do the checkerboard with the Z's um, because it's already going on. So basically, when I get to the Z's, all I got to do is fill in, which that's what I like. It's just filling in because it goes by faster than if you have to sit, make the checkerboard, and then go back and fill in to finish the checkerboard. So I like the second part better than the first. The first, it seems like it takes so long to do. Um, so I rather do the easy one. And see, what I'm doing is there's so many X's in a row, like I just had three. So I did the outer two first and then just put in. So I really don't have to go back and fill in with the X's. I could just move on. When I'm done with all the X's, I could just move on to the Z's and do what I need to there to be done with this section. And it does make it easier when you have a lot of one color and then another color makes that pattern for you. So all you gotta do is fill in, as I call it. I call it fill in. Because basically that's what you're doing is filling in where need to be. You ain't doing no checkerboard, you just filling in the remaining. So that's why I call it fill in. But I like, just sitting talking on the computer, even though nobody answers. I mean, I get some and I get too busy talking. I don't even look up to see if somebody's typing. And normally my sister's like texting, look at your screen, look at the chat, because I don't look at it. So I'm trying to get myself in a habit of glancing up at it every once in a while, to see if somebody types something. Uh, that way, if they have any questions or whatever, I could answer them. But it's like I get into my own little world, on a good pace, and it's like I forget about the chat. I'm sorry, y'all. So, and I mean, doing it the way I'm loving the X's because there's not a whole lot in one row. So it's like you doing one here, one there, all the way across. And then every once in a while you may get three in a row. It just makes it so much easier. But by the time I'm done with this, working with all this blue, I'm gonna be tired of blue because it seems like that's what this painting is. Nothing but blue. So, and I mean, when you get a color that you've worked with for so long, it's like I don't ever want to see that color again. And I know a lot of us are saying that about the 310s. Like we could do away with the 310s. Who needs black? Because they don't know how to give you a little black. It's like the baggies are like this or even bigger with the 310s. Or at least that's how mine are. I don't know about y'all's, but that's how mine is. And it's like, oh, why did I pick a painting with this much black in it? Was I drunk? Even though I don't drink. Every once in a while I'll go have I call it a sweet drink because it's like 7% alcohol. Then if you put like 7 Up in it, it brings it down to maybe 2%. And it tastes like what I get is that sour apple puckers, and it tastes like a sour Jolly Rancher. They're good. And my little brother ain't here for us to go out for our birthdays. The year he turned 21, he went out for his. And then my birthday's not even a month later. Uh, he took me out for mine. But little did he know he was trying to get me drunk. But little did he know I drink some weak drinks so I don't get drunk. I drink some weak drinks. And he drinks Bud Light, Platinum, all that stuff. I can't do that. I can't stomach it. So, and I don't like hard with it for it stink. So I'll just stick to my sweet drinks that don't make me drunk. But I mean, they make you feel good, relaxed, sociable, but it don't get me drunk. So that's why I like them because there's too much stuff happening in this world when people are drunk. So I like to know what's going on when I'm, you know. So I just drink till I'm blessed. Once I'm blessed, I'm good to go. So, and I only got a little more X's to do, and then I go to the Z's. Now, in some areas, yes, I will have to do the checkerboard, especially towards the bottom, because they didn't give me a whole lot of X's down there to where I can just whip through the Z's. So I will have to do some checkerboard pattern, not a whole lot, but some. But what I'll probably do is do the top half since it's pretty well done for me. I'll fill in there, and then the bottom half I will have to make my checkerboard for. And this canvas, I'm actually liking it because it's a lighter canvas. It's like you see the symbols really, really good. So you're not guessing. So when you look, you could actually see if you missed one. And those kind of canvases I like because the one that I only got what two uh okay, I'm on a section, so I gotta finish that one. I think I'm on like the 12th color. I gotta finish that one, then I got like a section and a quarter of another section left in that row. Then the bottom isn't a whole lot to do. It's, I want to say maybe the size of this row. So, and I, scoot that out, would make it a little longer. Um, that way I could hurry up and finish that row. Because it's like the bottom row is like, that's the row I really, really go through quick. The second one is a little faster than the first one. The first row, I'm a snail. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm a snail. Because it's like you see everything and you already got your mindset, oh, this is gonna take me a while. That's why I say, because I try and hype myself up by saying, oh, I could have this section done in a couple of days. And now, if you notice, all we got left is the Z's. And that's 794 and more blue. So what I'm going to do, I do take my time with the top because I want my drills to sit perfect. I don't want to go over the line. I don't want them crooked. So I do take my time on the border to make sure that they're in what I call perfectly. So, but I will be moving faster once I get off the border. The border and the sides are the most important thing that you want to keep straight. Every the middle, it'll work its way out. but you want to keep the border and the side straight because if they're not, then your painting's going to look like crap. Sorry to put it in that word, but and I mean there's some that I've done that I feel isn't my best work, but I mean I try to do my best at all that I do. So and if you notice, what I do is when I'm on a roll and there is other drills, I look to see where to put my next drill because you don't want to have it side by side. I mean, some cases that's the way it's got to be, but if you could help to prevent it, that's what needs to. And yes, I ain't gonna lie, it does throw me off so bad. It throws me off. I don't know if it throws anybody else off, but it throws me off. Let's see, I'm getting so confused right now. That's why I'm taking my time trying to find um, where I need to be because I'm getting thrown off so bad. There has to be other ways of doing this where you don't get thrown off. But normally I get thrown off eventually. It works itself out. But I think I'm gonna get off here, have a cigarette, finish this section, and maybe I'll come back on when I'm ready to start the next row. Um, I don't know if I'll do that today or tomorrow, but 9 times out of 10, it will be today because it's like I can't put my pen down for very long without wanting to pick it right back up. So I don't know who else is that way, but it's like I'll put it down and do whatever I need to do. But then if I wait too long, I can't. I have to hurry up, do what I have to do, and then go back to diamond painting. Or it's just like I'm not satisfied. It's like I have to be diamond painting. And see, I used to have my light pad and everything up in the room. Well, I got my awesome desk, so now I'm back downstairs doing, which is cool. but I love my desk because I'm going to be um, having a couple more things that I'm going to be doing. Are you serious right now? Are you really serious? See, it made me look like a liar because I forgot an X. And see, I didn't check it. So that was my fault. Ooh, I just guessed on putting it there. That was an awesome guess, though. I'll pat myself on the back for that one. But I will see y'all later. I'm going to finish this section and try to go get me something to eat. I should have picked me something up while I was at the gas station, and I didn't do it. And I'm getting a bit chilly, so I may have to grab me a blanket because I'm feeling goosebumps. And it happened all of a sudden. So y'all have a good day, and I will be back later. Bye.